Welcome to today's episode of The Layover. Today we'll be talking to Nicole Ellis. Nicky is a foodie and she's going to come on and talk to us about her journey and travels as a person who loves to try cuisine from different places all over the globe, such as jerk oxtail stew in the Cayman to Singaporean noodles from Singapore, and how it even led to her starting her own business called Nicky's Savory Travels. So let's welcome Nicky to The Layover. Hey, Nicky, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, Craig?
I am doing well. How's your day been so far?
It's been wonderful, real seamless and just easy going.
Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you took some time out your busy day to be on the Layover show with me today.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate it, and I'm all for it.
Good. Well, listen, we got a ton of questions I got for you. We're going to definitely get off into all of this food and talk about a lot of food, international food, domestic foods, and all of that stuff. But before we get started, it's customary on the show. I like everyone to go ahead and just drop all of their social media info. That way people know how to get in touch with you. So if you don't mind, can you shout that out for us?
Most def. Okay, so I'm Nicky's Savory Travels. My website is www.nicky's, NICKYSAVORYTRAVELS.com. I'm on Facebook as Nicky's, NICKY''S, Savory Travels. I have a YouTube channel. You can find me if you Google Nicky's Savory Travels TV. My Instagram is NICKYS_Savory_Travels. And my Twitter is NKYSAVORYTRVLS. That's a mouthful.
No, but you know what though? Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you. You got to have multiple platforms so people know how to get in touch with you, because not everybody's on Instagram, not everybody's on YouTube, not everybody's on Facebook. So it's a good thing that you have like multiple vehicles and how to get in touch with you. So that's pretty dope.
No doubt. Thank you.
Absolutely. So check it out. So you're originally from Chicago, right?
I am born and raised from Chi-Town, Southsider. Lived in Chicago majority of my life. Moved to San Diego, California, in Orange County after I had moved to Japan for a couple of years as an English teacher, but my roots are from Chi-Town.
Nice. Same thing with me. I love when I get a fellow Chi-Town person on here, because we just kind of vibe, a whole different way than other people, but that's a whole nother show, but you know what I'm saying.
No doubt, Craig, no doubt.
Right. Well, I definitely want to get you on here and talk about your specialty, because in addition to traveling, because I know you do a lot of that, the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you about was your food. I mean, because I checked out your bio, I looked at your link, went to your YouTube page, and man, when I tell you some of these dishes that I see you be posting and all of that, they look so decadent, and I'm pretty sure they are delicious, but I just had to get you on here so we can talk about it, so I can just put it out here to the people, and then, so we can just talk more about international foods as well, too, and just more about what you do.
Most definitely. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So when it comes to food, like what's your definition of a foodie? Because, a lot of times you hear people online talking about, oh, I'm a foodie, and I go here and I eat this and all that. So, from a person that does this, like, what's your definition of a foodie? And would you say, are you one?
Oh, most definitely. So first of all, being a foodie, I mean, it goes with the territory. You have to have a certain level of enthusiasm, Craig, So to me, my definition of being a foodie is someone who generally has like a keen interest in different foods from around the world. It can be domestic, international, and, coming from a variety of different ethnic backgrounds. And basically it's, understanding the influence of specific seasonings and spices and how certain foods came about. Because to me, that's what it's really all about as far as being a foodie. It's not just like, okay, let me just eat something, but you want to learn about it. You want to talk about it. You want to recreate.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. So, like, how did you end up out west in Vegas? Like, was it a particular dish that took you out there, or was it like a great market for like food, or because are you in a restaurant or do you have a food truck? like a two-part question.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. It wasn't any food that took me out to Vegas. So my husband and I decided to move to Las Vegas. He actually was extending a job offer in the gaming industry. Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. So, I mean, it was a cakewalk for us to move out here, whatever. He got a great opportunity. So we had decided to move out west anyway. Prior to that, I had lived in Orange County and San Diego, California, many moons ago anyway. So it was no problem for me to reacclimate back out west. So in the interim, while we were moving, originally being from Chicago, I had worked in corporate America. I worked in human resources and workforce development, 10 plus years, made some good money, but I was stressed the hell out, Craig.
Right.
So I was stressed out.
I bet, man. I bet.
Yeah. So it's something about that West Coast sun. It does something to you. The vitamin D, it feeds the melanin. So when I got out west, I was kind of moving with trepidation slowly. Like, what do I want to do? How do I want to recreate myself? I don't want to just go back into the scene working in corporate America. So it took me a while he was working, getting set up to come up with my blog. I had been traveling anyway. I've been to like 48 states now and, several countries and so forth. And I was always showing my foods. So people were like, you need to try, start a travel blog. And I decided to do that. So I came up with Nicky's Savory Travels, where savory foods and travel adventures intertwine into one. In the process, I came across a food tour guide position. I think, it was something different. And, I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. And so working for this company called Taste Buzz Food Tours here in Las Vegas, I'm actually a food tour guide on the Las Vegas Strip. And
nice.
Yes. So we actually do food tours downtown Las Vegas, as well as the Las Vegas Strip. We do day tours and evening tours. It's a 3-hour tour, Craig, where people get to sample like 7 different savory dishes throughout different hotels and casinos. And we meet up like, at the Cosmopolitan, and I meet people from all over the world. So they book through TripAdvisor, Viator, Airbnb, and the group can be from like one person all the way to like 10 to 12 people.
Right.
It's a good time. And I mean, what better way than spend 3 hours talking about food and travel?
Indeed. Now, is it a walking tour? Or like, so are you guys like, like some cities have like those pub crawls where you go and it's like in a district. So you'll start off at one pub and then you'll walk to the next one, because I did this foodie tour in Rome and it was a walking foodie tour, but we went to like 7 or 8 different restaurants, like all over Rome. And it was pretty dope. So is yours like that as well, too? It's just like a walking tour?
It's a walking tour. So, but for the most part, everybody comes prepared with gym shoes. I saw a couple of people with some heels. I was looking at them sideways, trying not to judge them. But like, you do know this is a food tour for 3 hours, right?
Right.
But we go to different casinos and we end at the Link Promenade. So it's amazing.
Okay, that sounds pretty dope, man. I'm gonna have to get out there and check that thing out, no doubt. And I'll make sure I put that in the comment section, just so our listeners can know what the name of the tour is. That way, when people are going out to Vegas, they can get on it because it's definitely on my list.
Definitely, and I can hook you guys up with a little small discount, especially if you drop me. Drop me.
Look, we love discounts. We love discounts.
That's what's up.
Right. I take that.
All right.
So I know you travel, and I know you probably incorporated like a lot of the foodie portion of what you do into travel, or the travel into the foodie portion of what you do. So what are some of the dishes or foods that you've had while traveling and say, you know what, I got to learn how to do this and take this back home?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. How much time you got, Craig? No, I'm just kidding. So, I'll just name a few, but that really resonates with me. But some of my favorite dishes of all time, when I was in Singapore, when I lived in Japan, I was an English teacher for 2 years. I went on a vacation for myself. It was a birthday present from me to me. I went to Singapore, Malaysia. And when I got to Singapore, I had my first exposure to Singaporean noodles. And so I learned how to make the Singaporean noodles because they use special spices and whatnot. So I had that. They use chili, basically chili, like their chili crabs and black pepper as well. And then they're known for their Hainanese chicken rice. So the Hainanese chicken rice basically it's like a poached chicken, and it's served with seasoned rice. It has chili sauce, fresh parsley, cucumber garnishes. Oh my gosh, Craig, it's amazing. So
It sounds
It
amazing.
is. It is. So, not sure if you've been to Singapore, but if you haven't, you
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been there.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I love it in Singapore. Erskine Road, rather. I
yes,
love it
yes,
hanging out over
yes.
there.
So
Yeah.
Hainanese chicken
Yep.
rice. I took that back to me to Japan. Here in the States, been able to make that. While I lived in Japan, I also made okonomiyaki. I ate a lot of okonomiyaki. So okonomiyaki is like a Japanese style meat and or vegetarian type of pancake. So it has like
Okay.
pancake batter. You can add all your favorite vegetables. There's like a hot skillet in front of you if you do it at the restaurant. So I learned how to make okonomiyaki because it's one of my favorite dishes. It's usually served with like some type of like burgundy, tangy, sweet sauce with it as well.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. That sounds delicious, man. You got me over here wanting some of that. I can't even pronounce it, but I want it. You know what I mean?
Okonomiyaki. Yes,
Okonomiyaki.
yes. You got to break it down.
Right. Now I want some. You know what I mean?
There you
Okonomiyaki.
go.
I'm gonna be Googling that, trying to
Yeah.
find out where it is and where can I get some here,
Oh, there's some good Japanese restaurants in Chicago. So I don't have any doubt that you're going to find like the best places to go.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna shock them when I walk in there and tell them straight up, you know what? I want some good okonomiyaki. What you got? You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And one last dish I just want to make mention real quick is jerk
Okay.
oxtail stew. So my hubby and I, before we got married, we went to the Cayman Islands. He loves jerk food, but he had never had jerk oxtail stew. He was hooked the way they made it. I've been making jerk oxtail stew for the past 14 years in my crock pots.
Well, you got to. You got to. If hubby loves it, you got to
You
make it
already
happen. You
know.
know what I
You
mean?
already
So,
know.
yeah. I appreciate that. So check it out. So you talked about
Mhm.
Singapore. So and the world is big. It's like 190 something countries recognized by the UN, maybe two something outside of
Right.
that. So with the world being so big, it's safe to say that it's a ton of different flavors out there, right? So
Yes.
with all the places that you've been so far, what country just kind of makes your palate do a happy dance?
Oh man, just gotta think about. I mean, you're right. There's so many. It's a plethora of like spices out there. But staying true to the heart, Craig, I would just have to say Singapore, and if I can squeeze in Thailand as well, I would say those two countries. Man, let me tell you about Thailand. Okay,
I've been to Thailand about five,
man,
six times. So
you
yeah, go ahead
already
and tell me your side,
know.
right?
Not
Yeah.
only can you get street food, but I'm talking about you can get some like lemongrass prawn soups that not only put fresh herbs in their foods, but it's like for medicinal purposes. You got some herbs that can just like cure a cold. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I love Thailand for that exact reason. Like I was hanging out in PB Island one year, because
yeah.
I've been there quite a few times, and I'm on the street, and I love it how, like, what people don't understand too, really quick, is Bangkok and Thailand. Period. They have some of the best street markets on
Yes,
earth.
they do.
You know, yeah, and you know how like it's so hot over there because of the tropics,
Mhm.
so everybody comes and they start setting up shop like in the evening, like 5 or
Mhm.
6, right before the sun goes down. But when I tell you they have some of the best street food, like over here we hear street food and it's like, I ain't trying to mess with that. But when you go like the places like Thailand and see how these people just cook this stuff, and it's so amazing how they make it and the taste and all of that good stuff like that. I love Thailand for that reason, street food alone. So I get you on that happy
Yeah,
dancing.
it's just a whole nother experience, a whole nother culinary experience. Just spending some time in Asia, and you can eat for cheap there too. I mean, seriously,
Oh,
dirt
indeed.
cheap.
Yeah, dirt cheap. I mean, all over like Vietnam,
Yeah,
Cambodia, Thailand, anywhere in Southeast Asia, pretty much. Kuala Lumpur, you can eat
you
dirt
can.
cheap. As a matter of fact, you're gonna eat good and
Oh
dirt
yeah, oh
cheap.
yeah. You talking about good old sticky rice, papaya salad, pad thai, kong. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, I can go on and on.
yeah. You know what? Next to the massages, Thailand has some of the best
Yep,
food around.
yep. I'm with you there, Craig. Yep.
Yeah. So check this out. So do you travel with your own spices, or like when you go places, do you like, hey, I'm gonna leave all these spices at home and I'm gonna just eat and live like a local when I go?
So you mean like, do I carry my own bottle of hot sauce like in my purse or something?
Right.
There's no purpose there, but I've known some
Right.
sisters to carry bottles of hot sauce in their purses. No, I don't do that, Craig. So first of all, I'm a lady and everything, but I just got this thing. I just don't really do purses. So with
Okay.
spices, I just kind of live and eat like the locals, by savoring the local flavors when I'm traveling. And I just like the element of surprise when I go to a new country or a new state and try something new.
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you grab spices from other companies? I mean, I'm sorry, other countries and all that when you're over at other countries? You grab spices
I
and bring
do.
home?
I was in Morocco. I went to Chef Shaw in Morocco 2 years ago. I went to Spain, Morocco, and Morocco's known for their different spices.
Oh, no doubt. So is India, but yeah, Morocco is right up there too.
Yeah. So I went and got me some spices there. I think I was more drawn into the colors more so than anything else. So I do generally bring back some type of spices wherever I happen to travel from, because you just don't know if you're going to be able to find it like back in your home country or whatever the case is. But not only that, that is a nice little momentum to bring back. I don't collect T-shirts, nothing against it. I'd rather bring back little food, foods and spices. Yep, that's me.
Yep. Yeah, we all have our thing, because I used to be like I'm a T-shirt king. All I do is rock T-shirts. So like when I'm out in other countries, I grab a T-shirt. But my thing now is art. So anytime I'm somewhere, I'm making sure I grab some art, whether it's some art that I purchased from a gallery or whether it's some art that I just walk past on the street and some guy's painting some, or he did something that looks good, or he or she rather, and I love that. So I get what you're saying, and you always got to bring a little piece back, something that, you're really going to appreciate versus the junk trinkets and all of that stuff like that. So yeah, I get that.
And I love artwork too, but that's cool.
Yeah. Well, you got me wanting to eat. And I mean, especially that Japanese dish. I'm sorry, that Singaporean dish or the Asian dish, whatever it was you called it. I mean, you got me wanting to go try and find some of that right now.
Chinese rice. I'm sure you can find some, especially on the north side of Chicago.
Oh, I'm definitely going to look for it. No doubt. But check it out. Last question before I let you get out of here. So we talked about a lot of food. We talked about some of the places that you've been, some of the places that you've had the best food and all of that good stuff like that, right? So could you see yourself moving to a particular country because of the food? That's
a great question, Craig. Man, you like playing with my emotions, especially with what we're going through nowadays,
That's what we do here on the Layover,
Layover. Yeah, I like that. Oh, man, where could I see myself moving to? I'm going to have to go ahead and turn it back around to, I'll probably say Thailand. I'm going to tell you why.
Right.
The beaches, they're beautiful. You got cheap eats. You got warm, humid weather. And you got crazy sick back massages where they just stand on your back.
Indeed. Oh, my good. The good old Thai massage.
Yes, and we already talked about it. Spices and local herbs, that actually do the body good. So there you go.
Yep, they do. Yeah. And I'm right there with you, because when I tell you I've researched about potentially moving over to Thailand, Bangkok in particular, and I actually have a couple of good friends over there right now. And so that is definitely on my list. So I get what you mean.
Yeah, Bangkok is pretty cool, and I like Phuket. Been to Pattaya Beach, the Phi Islands. I have not been there, but that's on my list. So.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it. You'll love it. The water is beautiful out there. I mean, it's just connecting with nature. And then, like I said, the food is going to be all raw. It's going to be all fresh. Not all raw, but all fresh.
Right. Yeah, that would be the place, Thailand. Yeah. I mean, I've been in America majority of my life. Why not try something new?
Exactly. Yeah, get over there and make you some jerk oxtail stew over in Thailand. You might turn folks out over there.
And bring a food truck in Thailand,
Right. Right.
Thai and jerk and American fusion.
Oh, man, that's dope. Well, look, Nikki, it's been so great talking to you. I'm so glad that you had some, time and availability to get on here to the Layover and talk to me. I mean, it's just been an awesome show. And I definitely got to get you on another show as well, too, because I got some other stuff I want to ask you. We're going to flip it up a little bit, but I really appreciate you taking time out and jumping on the show.
No doubt. Thanks so much for the love, Craig. It was definitely a pleasure. And hit me up whenever you want to talk about food and anything travel, all things travel.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we do here on the Layover, all things travel, But before I let you get out of here, I got to let you drop all of your social media info.
No doubt. All right. So lovely people can find me at my website, www.Nicky's, NICKY, travels with an S.com. I'm on YouTube, Nicky's, NICKY', Savory Travels TV. My Facebook page is Nicky's Savory Travels. Instagram NICKYS_Savory_travels with an S, and Twitter NKYSAVORYTRVLS.
And there you have it.
And there you have it.
Yep, another mouthful, but I love it.
Awesome.
All right, Nikki, I'm going to let you get out of here because I got to go get me a plate.
All right, sounds
now.
like a plan. I did my job. I made Craig hungry. All right.
that you did. All right.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. This episode was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed speaking to Nikki about her travels and her business. I love it how she talked about the many dishes she's tried all over the globe during her travels, so much to the point where I'm going to look for me some jerk oxtail stew next time I go to the Cayman Islands. You already know. And if you like what you've heard, please check out more episodes at my website, www.thetraveljunkie.com. There you'll have more access to content, blogs, and video clips, and even some planned group trips that I have for the future. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Layover podcast so you never miss an episode. This podcast was produced by me, the Travel Junkie, and you know my mission here to connect travelers from all over the globe, whether you're a seasoned traveler, solo, novice looking for insight and information. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time on The Layover.